So there's the grating, you jump and you grab this pole, and she'll, as long as you hold the action button, she'll swing around. Well, as soon as you're ready, just let go of the action button, and then she'll swing and get caught on fire like I was trying to avoid. What's up everybody, Badass Games, welcome to the Tomb Raider Chronicles finale. Today we have to finish the last level of Tomb Raider Chronicles, which is known as Red Alert. And it's a very difficult level to get through without using a med pack, but it's absolutely possible. Fortunately, in this level we do maintain our weapon, and so that's good. And before you move anywhere, you're going to want to aim up at this guy. Right, he's got a big pew-pew man up here. Just shoot him right in the face, and he's going to take a plunge down at the bottom of the staircase. Cool, now that he's out of the equation, we can continue our journey to the very top of this VCI headquarters. You gotta be careful because some of these steps will break away on you, and if you want to know which one's about to break away, as soon as you come up to this part, you see that explosion, that means that the next staircase is going to break away. So be careful. You can actually do a running jump and you can avoid that as much as possible. And you notice this opening here to the left, that's where you need to go right now because there's a secret in there. There's one of the roses. Unfortunately, that helicopter has no idea that you're right here, and he's not going to start shooting at you. So you can climb into this little area right here with a little fire, grab the rose to get the secret. And in order to get out of here, all you got to do is hop backwards and just fall from the ledge, because this isn't part of the staircase that you were at before. In fact, where I'm standing right now is where the guy was that I shot in the face. Alright, let's make our way back to the top of this thing. Do the whole running and jumping thing, and yes, you can grab onto the staircases and use that as a ladder, by the way. I'm not sure why that guy screamed. I didn't even know there was another guy up there, but he's gone, if anything, if he was even there. Alright, so just keep running and jumping your way up to the top here. We're almost there, actually. This staircase right here is also going to break away, so you gotta be careful. We can just take a walk back if you want, and then do a running jump over. Oh no! Oh no. I think I might be dead here. I got unlucky here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. Let's try something though. Might as well, right? Let's see if I can't salvage this. Oh yeah, never mind, I'm fine. Alright, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Shouldn't, but I got unlucky there. So if you get stuck there, you just do what I did. You should be fine. It took a little bit of fancy jumping to prevent that, but... Alright, we gotta run and jump and grab that ledge where that fire's at. And then you can see the wall right there. It's kind of damaged. We're gonna eventually kick that in. Actually, we're gonna do it right now. Bam! And then crawl your way into here. We're going to enter an area that seems like you're trapped in, and there's going to be a guy above you. You don't have to worry about him until you open the hatch, and the hatch is right here where I'm standing. Turn Laura around, jump and grab this hatch. Kind of takes a little bit to get her lined up for it, but just keep jumping and grabbing. She'll eventually grab that thing. And then what I like to do is I like to take my gun into rapid fire mode, and then I'll just kind of chill over here at the side and wait for him to come patrol, and then I'll unload my gun on him. Finish him off. He's bound to come over here. There he is. As soon as Lara points her gun, just unload onto him. I've noticed that with the HK gun, Lara is actually a lot more accurate, and the bullets are possibly more powerful when she's standing still versus when she's running around and trying to shoot.
Got a feeling this isn't quite what it seems.
And I knew you were just a pretty face. Try infrared on the shades, girl.
Alright, so there's some items right here. We had what we picked up first was a grappling gun ammo. So yes, we're going to eventually have a grappling gun. Doesn't do any damage as far as I know. But we're going to need that in order to pass through the level, and you're going to need to pick that one up that I just picked up on that box. Okay, so what Zip was talking about, he says use the headset. If you use infrared, you'll notice that there's these laser beams preventing you from running across this entire area. and you can't see them with the infrared off, but what you can do is you can equip your gun and shoot this valve, and then the steam that's being emitted from the valve will now illuminate the lasers for you. You might want to consider saving your game here, because it's very easy for you to die quite a few times in here. Alright, now that we've saved, let's go ahead and get through this. Oh, let me reload. By the way, that's one of the major issues I have with that. Well, now you see that's why I saved my game, right? Let's walk up here instead and then take another step toward this thing. And then as soon as this laser beam gets out, I'm going to hit circle to dive through this thing. Now, the pattern that these laser beams have is it's on, off, on, and then there's a long period where it's off. And the thing is that you can actually run forward during the long period of off, or you can actually use the circle button to dive through the short period of off in order to get through this a lot quicker. So I recommend using the dive. You can actually run through this if you want, just to run through each of the laser beams. But that seemed to work fine. Let's save my game again, so I don't have to do that over in the event that I fail later. Unfortunately, we will have to make that trip back through there eventually. But we don't have to do it right now. We need to go get the grappling gun before we can come back through here. There's a large med pack up on these crates right here, so we're going to grab that real quick. And now we're going to equip the rapid mode once again. You can also use the sniper mode if you want, but I haven't had very much luck shooting this guy in the face. So just waste him as fast as you possibly can, and then come into this elevator and press this button. Now we need to be careful, because as soon as we step any further forward than this tile here, another guy is going to spawn, and we're going to use this wall as a distraction. Basically, he's not going to be able to get any shots off on me as soon as I take a step forward. He's going to come around the corner, and I'm going to waste him. Just like that. Okay, now there's a couple things that you should know about this. We're about to do some shooting ranges, and you're going to want to save your game before you do them. If you don't do the shooting ranges properly, then you won't be able to get the next secret. And that's fine. If you fail in the first shooting range, then you can continue on the level, but you just won't be able to get the secret. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go in here. There's some ammo on the ledge right here you can pick up. So grab that thing, and then there is this button right here, and this is going to initiate the shooting range. But before I initiate this, first of all, I'm going to save my game. Okay, I'm going to end up saving quite a few times in this level because, yeah, it gets really difficult to get through this without using a med pack. But here, let me give you some tips on how to get through this. First of all, you're going to want to use the sniper mode on your HK gun. Okay, and you're going to want to look down your sight, and you're going to zoom in just a little bit, not all the way, because if you zoom in too far, your motion gets really slow going left and right. If you stay zoomed out a decent amount, then your motion from left to right is actually a lot quicker. So keep that in mind when you do this. So let's do this. We're going to basically press this button, take our gun out, zoom in just a little bit, and then start shooting toward at the torsos of these targets. I'm failing hard. Oh, I may have done it. I may have actually done it. I think I heard this door open. Yes, the door is open. Okay, so if you fail that and you just don't care about the secret, or if you're doing a timed run or something, then you can actually just fail at that really quickly and then go in here and into that room. That door was there's a door right in front of me that was actually shut until I finished it, and that one's shut right there. The secret is actually in this room. You can see it over there, or maybe we can't. Let's see if I can't get a shot of that rose. It's in the center of the room. Nah, barely. We can barely see it, but it's not even worth trying to look at it anymore. We have one more gun range that we need to go through in order to open that door. And that gun range is in here. So let's go in here. There's some more ammo on the shelf right here. Let's grab that. And then let's go up here and stand next to this button and then save our game again. Because if we fail this, then we're pretty much going to die. And we don't want to die. Basically, what's going to happen is as soon as we begin this shooting range, the room is going to begin to fill with poison. And if you fail at this shooting range, then you're going to die. So save your game here is pretty much an absolute must. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm pretty sure I have my sniper mode. Let's push this button. Now the range is a little bit different this time. You're going to shoot one target at a time. One to the left of that one, and then there's one to the right. And then there's going to be two at a time here. And now we have to get these next ones really fast. I failed, I think. Nope. Those are the last one. As soon as you get the 3 ones done, that means that's the very end of it, and we are done. We can leave this room. As you can see, I'm poisoned right now, but the poison will go away. And that's very fortunate. That means that we can get through this without using a med pack. Okay, now this door is open, and we can go in here and grab the secret. We can also grab some HK ammo, which we're probably going to need. Grab that. Grab the golden rose here. And that's the second secret of the level. Now let's go across the room here. And if you failed or if you didn't want to get the secret, then you would be coming in here anyway. Grab the ammo that's on the floor here, and then go over here to this green laser. You could pass through it and grab the grappling gun. Now we have the grappling gun, but what we're going to also be faced with is another guy. It's going to come around this corner. There he is. Off him real quick with the rapid mode HK. He drops nothing, but our door behind us shut, which means we can't go back just yet. We actually have to go a special way to get back. Before we leave, which is this direction right there, that's where we need to go, there's a grappling gun ammo right there on the shelf. Grab that thing and then go into this room. Bard, get unstuck. There we go. Now, we're going to hide behind one of these boxes. There's a guy right there. You can see him walking around. I'm just going to chill right here until he comes around the corner, and then I'm going to waste him with my rapid fire HK. And now that he's done with, let's grab some ammo that's in here. There is some HK ammo at the very top of this box, right here to my left. Let's pull up and grab that real quick. And now let's fall off onto the box just below this one. We're going to need to stand on here because we need to get over to that entrance over there. And that wall right in front of us is climbable. But in order to get to it, we need to use the grappling gun. We're going to look up at the ceiling, and you'll notice the reticle of the grappling gun turns green to let you know that you can grapple onto this. And there we go. Now we have this rope dangling here. Let me get back up on this box. We're going to use that rope to get over to that climbable wall. As soon as we can get onto it. Have an issue with the rope here today. Alright, we should be good. Now, the wall directly in front of you is climbable. You might actually be able to climb and you might be able to swing over to the opening itself, but we're going to just use the wall. It makes it a little bit easier. Don't have to worry about much. So let's shimmy all the way over to this opening. And then we're going to want to equip the sniper HK once again, because we're going to have to fight 2 of those big pew pew man guys in the big suits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide down here. They're going to start firing at me. But fortunately, I have this corner right here I can hide in. I'm going to use this as a bait tactic. Basically, I'm going to look down my sight, and as soon as they come around the corner, just shoot them right in the face, and they're going to fall right on over. One more. There we go. So we got 2 out of the equation, 2 guys, and now we are finally back into this hallway that we were in before. That alcove that I was standing in with the shut door, that was the door that shut behind us when we went in there and we weren't able to leave. Now we're going to use this elevator once again to get back to the other level. Where the lasers were. We gotta go back through those lasers. I'm also gonna equip the rapid mode HK because we gotta fight another guy here in a second. He's gonna come around the corner on the right side. As soon as we get up to about this point, stop and unload on him. And there we go. Now let's save our game once again because we gotta go through these lasers again. Alright, same thing as last time. Just kind of, you know, approach the white line. Don't touch it. Wait for the laser beam to show up and then go away. And then just press the circle button to dive right through it. Alright, we're getting close here. It's on, and then it's off. It's off. One more. Will I make it? And we made it. Alright, I'm going to save my game again. Awesome, and we are all the way back here. We have just a sliver of life taken away from us so far, which is about right. We should be at about that point if we're doing a no med pack run. Alright, now we just gotta climb back into the stairwell that we were at before. Where we got the first secret. Now we have the grappling gun, though. We can actually make our way further into this level. We want to stand about center here on this tile. Do a sidestep, I guess. Let's get our grappling gun out. And let's aim for the staircase right here. As you can see, we get the green reticle when we point at it. And we shoot that thing, and it creates a rope that we can now use to jump into the alcove directly ahead of us. So let's hope that I am aimed properly. Jump and grab this rope. Slide down to the bottom. And now let's swing over into this alcove right here. We're going to slide down. Jump before you hit the fire, okay? That's a slow platform, and you can slide into the fire and kill yourself. Alright, let's go in here, and we're going to use this ventilation shaft. We want to basically come to the corner here, right here, at an angle, okay? And we want to... basically, what's going to happen is there's a guy down there. And we don't want to step off in front of him, because he'll activate a turret that's going to destroy you. And we need to avoid that at all costs. So what you want to do is you want to angle Lara for this little box that's right here. You can flip out of these things at an angle and land right here. Let's get the HK gun out again. This time choose the sniper mode. We're going to point this down at this guy and try to get a headshot off on him. Comes back out. Wish he probably will. Someday. Ah! That works. Okay, now that he's out of the equation, we can easily get down to the bottom here. That bar seems to be pointless. I'm not sure why they put that there. You don't have to swing on it. Here's a lever that's going to open the door out of here. And there's a large med pack right here. And there's nothing else in here. There's a button on the wall to the left, but it's more of a decoration than it is an actual button. Let's press this button for the elevator. And then we're going to go in here and go down. Okay, now we're going to enter this room. Let's get our rapid mode HK ready. Or you can actually shoot the the first guy that comes down in the head. Basically what's going to happen is there are going to be two guys that come down from the ceiling that are going to try to attack you. You can shoot the first guy in the face to kill him, but then the second guy that comes down has protection on his face, and you can't shoot him in the head. So I'm just going to use my HK Rapid. It's going to be a lot easier. As soon as you step on this tile, you hear him come down. As soon as she points her gun, just lay waste to the guys. And then you're good to go. Now, they actually gave you ropes that you can use to swing over to that box that's directly ahead of me. They're kind of hard to grab. I've been having an issue trying to grab these things. Well, not today, though. Apparently I had just bad luck earlier. Okay, so I guess I'm already at the bottom of this thing. We want to swing over to this box right here. As soon as I get some momentum. And then, what you're going to do is you're going to try to jump and grab this hatch that's right above Lara, but then two guys are going to spawn. So we need to make sure we have our HK ready on automatic, which it's on rapid fire. I'm going to jump and grab this thing, roll, and then I'm going to take my gun out and lay waste to this guy that's down there. The other guy above me, there's a guy above me, but he can't touch me while I'm right here. There was another guy that spawned over there, and you can see his dead body there. And that's the guy that I just laid waste to. Alright, so I'm going to basically try to minimize my damage here. There's a guy above me, but... I got lucky there. He turned around and went the other way. Awesome. So now that those guys are out of the way, we're going to go into this ventilation shaft. We're going to get released down into this part. And then there is this part where we got to fight a cyborg. And it's kind of fun. There is a way you can do it without taking any damage at all, and I'm going to show you that here as soon as I get there. We're going to want to save the game, though, in case we screw up. The basic goal is to get into the poison area without your life bar flashing from low health. If you can get to that point, then you're pretty much got this in the bag. And so far, we're doing pretty well, I would say. Okay, as you approach this gate right here, it's going to open. I'm going to go ahead and save my game real quick. Okay, I'm going to leave my gun on rapid fire. which it's on. And I'm going to go down in here. There's a cyborg down there. Fortunately for us, he has a really dumb AI, and we can use that to our advantage here because he will come around a corner and see Lara, and he'll take a while to actually point his gun and start shooting. While we're unloading on him, as soon as he stops and starts pointing his gun, we're going to turn around, we're going to run past him, so that way we're behind him and he can't shoot us. And that's the initial goal here. We want to get it so that way he is missing his shoulder is exposed on his left side, and then we are going to shoot the valve to electrify him. Let's see where he's coming from. He's coming from this side. See, his AI is pretty dumb. Alright, here he comes around this corner. He got a couple shots off on me. We want his left shoulder exposed. The cyborg portion of his left shoulder exposed. It's not there yet. Okay, it's there, but we need to get a couple more shots off on him. Otherwise, the shooting the valve will not electrocute him. Alright, now we need to equip our sniper mode HK. We need to shoot this valve. We need to get out of this area too because there's going to be water that is going to fill the area and electrify you if you're standing in the water. Shoot that valve as quick as possible while when you're on this box. And then if we look, he's down. He's down right now. He's just down there chilling. He was able to get a couple shots off on me, but yeah, he's dead. Now the thing is we can't get in the water. He dropped one of the VCI doorway pieces. I forgot to mention the door when we were there, but we gotta collect 2 of those pieces from 2 different cyborgs, and then we gotta combine them in order to exit the level. So he's dropped one of them. We need to grab that. But the thing is that we can't go down there right now. We gotta go activate a switch in order to release the water from this area, and then we can grab it. So we just picked up a grapple, if you noticed. If you didn't, then I'll show you where I picked it up at. It was right down there on top of that grating. And we want to aim for this spot right there. We need to create a rope, and we need to swing over to the switch that's in the distance over there. Okay, don't do a running jump. You'll jump right past the rope. Just do a standing jump from about where I'm standing right now. I'm basically at the back end of this tile. And grab this rope. You can also stand a little bit further back if you want. Let's get down to the bottom of this rope. Let's swing over into this alcove. And let's drain the room. Alright, the room is now drained. However, the exit is now sealed off. Right below me is the exit, and the gate is now shut. So we do have that going against us right now, but we can grab the VCI door piece now. I'm going to fall off this thing at the corner in order to land on the top of this box. I'm going to approach this cyborg and pick up his VCI piece. And also, there's a large med pack in this area. Now, what we got to do is we got to go back up there and pull that lever that we just pulled once again in order to fill this room with water, which means we got to avoid the floor again. But it will open that gate in order to let us out of this room and finish the level. Kind of a weird bug on my game. I have respawned this grapple. I guess you're not going to use the grapple again, but there it is. I mean, if you need a grapple, there's another thing of ammo for you. All right, so we just need to jump onto this rope again. Let's just take a step back and jump and grab this thing. Slide down to the bottom. And then just jump into here and pull this lever, and it's going to fill the room with water again, which means you can't go down there because you'll electrify yourself. But it also opens the exit for us. Let's do a running jump over to this part. Let's fall off it backwards, grab the ledge, fall, grab the ledge, and pull yourself up to leave this area. Okay. Now we have to do the helicopter part, where there's a helicopter shooting a bunch of bullets at you, and it sucks really bad. Probably the most difficult part to get through without using a med pack, even though we have the poison room. The poison room is not that bad compared to this. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game. Actually, not here. I'm not going to save it here. This part right here is actually easy. All you got to do is run and jump through this thing. And you probably... He may or may not blow that stuff up. He got off on that one. That's fine. Just run and jump. He's not going to hit you. And now we come to this part. This is the part that sucks. We need to save our game here. Okay, so basically we're safe right here. There's nothing going on. We can chill here all day if you wanted to. But over there is a window, and the helicopter is going to shoot at you from the window. What you need to do is you need to run behind that counter there. You see the fridge. There's a button at the far end that you need to press. That button is going to open a door. It's not the door across the way. It's going to open a door that's down at the end of this hallway that we came from, okay? After you press the button, those gas tanks are all going to light, so you have to do a nice little run and jump business in order to get through it. But we're going to do that here. This is the hard part right here. Let's see how much life I got. I've only got like maybe 20% of my life taken away. What we need to do is we need to sprint back behind that thing. There's a lot of stuff that will catch you and stop you from running, so be very careful while you're also going to be getting fired at from a helicopter. Anyway, let's do this. Yeah, I pretty much failed hardcore here just now. We'll reload the game and try again. Alright, like I said before, it really doesn't matter how much life they take away here. As long as you get into the poison section without your life bar flashing, you should be able to get through this without using a med pack. Okay, so I'm going to sprint through here again. This time at a better angle. Yeah, I did a lot better job that time. I did get some life taken away. But that's fine. Now let's press this button. And in fact save our game because I did a good job of not losing life there. But to be completely honest, the next part, that was the hard part. That was the hard part right there that I just got through. Now Zip's talking about an exit and everything, and that's fine, but I really don't want to listen to what he has to say. We need to jump on this counter, but we got to be careful because there's generally some bottles on top of there. I think the helicopter shot him away. That'll stop you from running, and that's bad. Just do a standing jump from here, and then run your way into this room. Now there's going to be a cyborg that spawns right there. That's fine. We're going to just run and jump our way over to this section. Now there are some large med packs down below from where I jumped, but clearly I'm not going to be able to grab them because we got that helicopter shooting at us. Okay, we need to sprint in here. What we want to do is we need to trap the cyborg in that room I just passed through. And in order to do that, you need to get down here really fast. You'll find this lever, and now we need to wait for the cyborg to come into that room. And there he is. Let's pull the lever. Alright, the guy is trapped in there now. The reason why we trapped him in there is because we're going to fill that room with poison. And then he is going to die and drop the VCI piece that we need. Fortunately, he's trapped in there now. He can't go anywhere. So we don't have to worry about him at all right now. Now we're gonna go into the poison section. And fortunately, I have more than half my life. I've got this in the bag easily. We need to pull a series of levers in order to fill that room up with poison. As soon as we go in this room, I'll go ahead and open it. I'm not gonna get hit by poison if I do that. We need to go in that door that's straight ahead and then head to the left. In that room, after we go to the left, there's going to be two things we need to do in there. There's the final secret of the game, and there's also the lever that is going to allow us to enter a door. It's going to allow us to go into this door. This room right in front of us, there's also a door to the left, but the door is locked right now, and that's what the lever is going to allow us to open. And then we can go into that room and fill the room up with poison where the cyborg is. So enough rambling, let's do this. Okay, so we are losing life right now because we are in a poisoned room. However, there is one thing you can do. You can duck below the poison cloud, and you won't lose life, you won't lose oxygen. And there's also the third and final secret of the level, 36th and final secret of the game. So now that we have that, let's go press this lever that is over here to my right side. Stand up, there's the lever, let's pull this thing. It's going to let us go into that room where we can poison the cyborg. So let's get off that thing and duck again so we can get our life back up. Now, what that also did is it also spawned 2 guys in the room previous to this one. 2 guys that can shoot you. They won't follow you, though, which is good. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to ignore them. Ignore them completely. They can get as many shots off on me as they want. I've got so much life, it doesn't even matter. And in fact, they're not going to hit me very much, if any. We'll see, though. Let's go in here. There's a guy to my left right there. There's also a guy right here. We got 1 shot off on me. That's fine. Let's go over here. This is the door that I opened just now. And right at the very end of this thing, there is a lever. Let's pull this thing. And fortunately, it's going to empty this room from poison and fill that room right there with poison where the cyborg is that we trapped. And we just gotta wait. Because he's gonna keel over. Now, for some reason, bullets don't instantly kill a cyborg, but poison has an amazing effect on him. And there he goes. He passed out, and he dropped the VCI piece. Now we need to go grab that thing. We gotta pull the switch again to fill this room up with poison again. The reason why is because this door right here would be locked. Alright, let's go over here to the right. Those dudes in those other rooms, yeah, we don't have to worry about them. Okay, the door is still shut, though. We need to unlock it. That's what this lever over here is for. So let's unlock that door. And go in here and grab the VCI piece. Sweet. Now that we have both the VCI pieces, you can combine them to make the I guess it's called the key bit, the helipad access key, and it looks just like the VCI headquarters sign. Okay, now we got to leave this room. The helicopter is right there in front of us, waiting for us to leave. That's fine. We can avoid its damage completely. And now, in order to leave, we need to run down this hallway. Be careful of those lasers; they will burn you to death. And we need to hop up here. Basically, we just need to turn around and hop up onto this thing and pull ourselves up. We'll get off of this thing here on the left side. We'll fall off down here, and Zip's going to congratulate us.
Good. Now get your bony ass out of there. And hey, you stay in touch, yeah? Maybe we're gonna be pen friends.
Bony ass? I doubt it. But I'll be in touch. Clear the area, Yank. I'm coming out.
Alright, so let's check it out here. We have 3 of 3 secrets for the level, and if we check the Timex, you'll see that I've used 0 health packs, and I've found 36 of 36 secrets. It's been a very successful no med pack run. And I'm Badass Games. Thanks a lot for watching my Tomb Raider 5 walkthrough, and I'll see you in whatever game you decide to watch next. Take it easy.